So wait, back with a vengeance, new video. I'm going to be making my very special fruit pastel black coffee. Let's see if it can do the job of the sugar. And then I also have some Star Mix Haribo, which does have a milky component. Maybe it'll do the job of milk, so it's worth a go. First off though, we do need obviously the coffee. I'm just going to re-boil the kettle. We want it to be nice and hot, because as we increase the temperature, we're obviously going to increase the random movement of the particles, increase the collisions with enough force, or break the small particles and actually dissolve. And hopefully, with my ANC on my headphones, it's meant to be quite good on these new ones. ANC off. ANC on. But first, I've got to be said, I shot at Timo. Look at this knife. Deadly, innit? Deadly. Deadly, 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 deadly. And I realise it's not quite as deadly as one might think, but it's pretty damn sharp, right? You still find the carotid if needs be. But I tell you, call that a knife? You call this a knife, more like. Unfortunately, this is also from Timo. It didn't specify it wasn't a real hunting knife, just said it's a picture of a hunting knife somewhere in the small print. So I had to get a refund on that. Now, we're just going to top up. Here's the coffee. Just going to top up. Not being advertised by Cadbury's, whatever this is, Cadbury's Crunchy. Top that up so it's hot. I don't know what flavours of the pasta would go well, so let's just get a few. Get our deadly sharp knife. And obviously, I'll drop one. I'm not going to eat that. I had to drop two, they can go in the bin. Use them. So I've already put in a couple to test anyway. So rip this in half. So all we're doing here is, ultimately the volume is still the same, isn't it? We're still squidge it together, it's the same amount, but we're massively increasing the surface area, and that's the key. This is why even as an animal grows larger, its surface area goes up much more massively. Sorry, as an animal gets smaller, we should say, its volume, because the volume goes down by a factor of 4. But the obviously the skin, the surface area goes down by a factor of 2 because area is squared, whereas volume is of course on the cube. So a little thing will have big surface area. It won't come off my finger. I don't know. It won't come off my finger. A big surface area, obviously, you know. Big surface area, little volume, gets cold very fast because the energy transfer happening where you see it. So I'm going to stir that in. That's the first thing, just stir that one in. Very quick blink. That's me and my old little Kravis, by the way. That's the co-founder of the channel. And there we're going to see, so that's interesting, we'll try it. Not bad flavour, I think I maybe could do with one more fruit pastel. It's not quite sweet enough. Don't want the video too long, I'll just chuck them in and stir them and hope for the best. And put in a tad more boiling water maybe. But the key really is the milk side of it. So, you know, these are, that is definitely a milk bottle, would you agree? That can go in for sure. Milk bottle, again. Milk bottle, okay, so you've got 3 milk bottles. I never normally eat the milk bottles, that's why I'm doing this experiment, I don't like them. No, we're good. Okay, so once again, I always try to pick up the 2D hunting knife to cut them up. So let's just see. It is sharp. I've already managed to cut through its own sheath by accident, and I've managed to cut my finger with it too. It's not as good as my knife that I got from Amazon, but sadly that one was confiscated by you know who. Well, you probably don't know who, but I'll say who, but it was confiscated. Right, chuck those in. Give them a good stir. Now the way you're trained at pharmacy school to stir, lads, is not just shifting it round. There's a simple way, it's just shift around one way and then shift around the other, and that's also changing direction. But the correct way, at least according to the pharmacist I trained under, was to stir in a figure of 8. Obviously one has to be a little careful. How are the milk balls dissolving though? That's the question. My feeling is probably not. Maybe a drop more boiling. Anyway, I don't want to make the video too long. I'll maybe just, I wonder if I can pause. I'll pause the recording a second. well, they're not fully dissolved, I'll be honest, but I would say Benjo's Fruit Pastel and Haribo coffee is not far off a good drink of, you know, a nice sweet milky, you know, Starbucks coffee that you might pay like £6 for. And, you know, I've paid, you know, 6 Haribos for, and a knife that isn't worth. The sheath is actually better than the knife, because I think it is real leather, or it must be like a leather made from like a snake skin. It's so flimsy. But apologies if you heard that. She's a lover of snakes. Anyway, bye. I'll do more videos soon. Take care, lads. All the best.